This is the control panel of the motorhome. You have to keep always on here the lights, otherwise if you switch off, nothing works inside. You don't have lights, you don't have water, and the fridge don't work. Here you can check the level of the batteries. The engine, the battery is full, here in these green lights. The house battery is full also. If just switch two lights here, green lights, means you have to charge the battery. You charge the battery with the engine or with a connection of 230 volts. Here you can check the level of fresh water tank. At the moment the tank is not full, but when it's full shows up here all the green lights. The wastewater tank just show up the red light, so when the tank is full shows up the red light, and then you know you have to empty the tank. Here you don't need to use this button in Portugal. This is some heater for the wastewater tank do not freeze when it's very cold, and this button here is the water pump. So to have water on the sink and in the shower you have to connect the pump. The pump can be always on as long as you have water on the tank. When the freshwater tank switch off, means you have to switch off the water pump. Then you have to fill it up, the freshwater tank, and then you can connect the pump again. Here you have the QR code with a video in the YouTube to explain how it works, the control panel of the motorhome. Heating, so the heater will warm the water and warms the air also if you need. Now it's off, and we have here two positions. The first one just warms the water, and you can choose the temperature of the water. Choose between 40 and 60 degrees. First shows up a green light, that means the heater is working, and then shows up an orange light, that means it's a thermostat that informs you that the heater is warming the water at the temperature you choose. When the water is warmed, in this case at 40 degrees, this orange light will switch off. So you have to wait more or less 15 minutes until the light switch off, and then you can have your shower. When you don't need, please switch off to the null position. As long as you drive, everything that works with gas should be off. Then we have down the winter position. So you have to turn the gray part to the flame. Shows up the green light, and then you have to regulate the intensity of the hot here in this black button. So the first position, number 1, don't do anything. The minimum is the 2 position. As long as you need cold, you can put on maximum position, that is the number 5. When you don't need, please switch off. And remember that everything that works with gas should be off when you drive. Then we have the last position, that you can see the 60 degrees is the temperature of the water, and again a flame, so it's the temperature of the air. And in this position it means that the heater can do the both things at the same time. So he will warm the water at 60 degrees. When the orange light switch off, means the water is warmed, and if you regulate the black button, you can have also heating inside, hot air inside. When you don't need, switch off. And again, remember that everything as long as you drive, you have to switch off everything that works with gas. The QR code of the heater of the motorhome. You have a video in the YouTube to explain how it works. Fridge, you don't need any connection. He works with gas, so you don't need to do anything. It works always, as long as you have driving, stop, or in the camping site. So don't worry about the fridge, he works very well, and you don't need to do anything. to open, you have to open in this button here, and you have the fridge inside. It's not too big, but it's enough for 2 people. The windows, so all the windows has the mosquito protection and has a blackout. When you drive, please keep this up, otherwise with the shaking of the motorhome this can break. To open the window you have to be very careful, so you have to press and turn, press, turn these buttons, press, turn, open, and when you listen a click, the window is open. To switch off the window you have to pull a little bit and then press the red button and turn to close the window. Here we have the lights, and the sink and the shower work with this tap. So you have to pull, and this will be the shower. You can put outside too if you want to use it from the outside. Here we have the toilet tank. You can put the position you want, it turns. To use the toilet tank you have to open this black cover. Open here, open, use, flush and close. Everything goes inside the tank, and this tank has a chemical that will transform everything in liquid and will eliminate the smells. When the toilet tank is full, you have to clean from the outside. After you clean, you have to put more chemical, and the chemical is in here. You have this bottle. The bottle at the moment is full, and when you empty the toilet tank, then you have to put 3 levels from this chemical. 1, 2, 3 levels. You have to press this to open, and then you put the chemical in the toilet with the black cover open. You put the 3 levels inside. 1 flush here in the middle button, and now it's ready to use again. Here you have the table. If you want to put the table a little bit bigger, you have to open here this button, pull and turn the table, and now you have a bigger table. The front seats you can turn, and you can stand in the front seat, converts to the back seat. If you rent the converter connects here in the red button, and you can use this plug to charge your mobile phones, laptops and cameras. When you don't need to use, please switch off, because this takes too much energy from the battery. So here we have 2 keys. This is the car key, so it has a central lock, and this is the motorhome key. So we are going to open the freshwater tank with this key. You have a hose, you put the hose here to refill the fresh water tank. You have 100 liters of water here in this tank. Here you have some space under the seat. In the top we have a double bed, and we have another double bed in the back. Under the bed we have some space. You can put your luggage in here. And from this side we have the fresh water tank, so you don't have any space to put your luggage in this side. But from the other side we have some space. In the back of the bed we have some space from the inside. You can put small things in that space, and here we have more room space. We put some hose here for you refill the freshwater tank. You have two triangles here because in Spain it's necessary too. You have some levels to put on the wheels, and you have a hose to connect in the motorhome when you need to connect from the electricity in the camping sites. Here you can find the gas. The bottle is full now, and if you need more gas you can rechargeable this bottle. So here you have the connections. The Portuguese connection is this one, and you go to a pump station and you can recharge with gas. You have to put this connection here from the outside. And in a pump station you have another connection that will fix here and will rechargeable the bottle. When the bottle is full it works like diesel, so he will advise you that the bottle is full. Have the toilet tank, so when you need to empty the tank you have to press on these two buttons to open the door. You have to take the toilet tank out, so you have to press this green button here and take it out. Open this arm, open the black tap, press on the green button and empty. After you empty you can put a little bit of fresh water inside just to clean, empty again, and then put the toilet on the plate. After this you have to go inside, put the 3 levels of the blue chemical with one flush, and is ready to use again. We have the wastewater tank, so the water from the shower and from the sink. In this position it means the toilet tank is open, so if you go inside and wash your hands the water comes directly to the floor. If you close, so it's the position up, it means that it's closed. So if you go inside, wash your hands or have a shower, the water stays inside of the tank. When you need to empty, you turn and it opens. Turn and close. If you need to connect the motorhome to electricity in the camping site, so you have to use the hose, the electrical connection. You put here and automatically you have energy 230 volts inside. So you don't use the battery, you just use the energy from the camping site. To take it out, you have to press this button and take it off. The diesel tank, so it's diesel, not petrol, diesel. The toilet tank must return full. To open the tank you have to use the car key. Open, refill, don't forget to lock with the key. These doors here has central lock, so you can active here in the key and disconnect the central lock in the same key. But you also have alarm, so if you want to use the alarm you can press here in the lock and you have the principal alarm, so you have alarm from the inside, movement alarm, and alarm on the principal doors. When you arrive to the motorhome, to switch off the alarm you have to press in this button 3 times, and it means the alarm is off. If you want to sleep inside with the alarm, so you have to press on the lock and you have to press here to disconnect the movement alarm. And now you can sleep inside with the alarm, and if someone tries to open the doors, the alarm will start to ring. To switch off the alarm, you have to press here on this button. 1, 2, 3, the alarm is off.